everyone, this is Ninja Girl Sakura here, back with another Sailor Moon Crystal episode review. Today was, of course, Act 10, Moon, and boy were there a lot of very interesting things that happened this episode. But the episode begins with Luna letting the other girls know that they would leave for the moon when the moon was full again. But in the meantime, they go about their everyday lives, and Usagi actually seems to be her happy-go-lucky, cheerful self again, somewhat. She's even playing on the games in the arcade, so everyone's glad that she seems to be cheering up. And later that night, at Usagi's house, when she's just looking at the moon out her bedroom window, she says that she wants to know about her previous life. So she's looking forward to going to the moon very much. And then we see Kenji and Mikuko talking with Usagi, and Kenji apparently brought donuts for Usagi and something that can hold the silver crystal. Of course they don't know what that is for good reason. And then Usagi, being her silly self, argues with Shingo over playing one of her games. Very cute. And Usagi's parents just look at them both and just can't believe how fast Usagi grew up. But they both agree that even though she's grown, she'll still always be their funny, crybaby little girl that they love so much. So yeah. Then the time finally comes for the senshi to go to the moon. But before they transform to go, Usagi remembers the promise she had made to exchange the items that her and Mamoru had gotten from each other. Usagi was supposed to get back the pocket watch, Mamo-chan the handkerchief. So yeah. But then they transform and use Sailor Teleport, which we haven't seen since the 90s anime. So very cool. And they land in the Sea of Serenity on the moon, which is an actual real place on the moon, as many of you know, so very, very cool. And that is part of the mythology in Sailor Moon as well, so yeah, very nice. And they see the ruins of Silver Millennium and are kind of in shock at it, just can't believe how quiet and desolate the moon is now. And then they see a sword stuck in a stone, and the senshi each try to pull it out. Sailor Jupiter first, of course, because she's the strongest. And they almost get it out, but it's not till Sailor Venus gives it one final tug that it comes out. And then we see a hologram kind of thing of Queen Serenity, Usagi's mother from her previous life. And she is overjoyed to see her daughter again. And it's just so sweet. And she explains how when Serenity went to Earth, she went there just because she loved the planet, and she just loved the green and the ocean and the wind. She just loved Earth, and she ended up finding true love there as well. So yeah, very, very, very sweet. And then all the other senshi remember the good times they had on the moon too, and how they would love teasing Usagi, or Serenity, and just stopping her from going to Earth because she was forbidden to, and just having good times with her. And then Serenity then explains more in depth what happened with the war on the moon. That the people of the moon had long lifespans, and that kind of their job was to sort of watch over Earth from afar, kind of. And that some unknown force had taken over the people of Earth, and they just became basically jealous and attacked the moon. And Prince Damien was the only one who managed to keep his mind intact, and he defended Princess Serenity and fell in the battle. And then here's something that we didn't know if they were going to go with, because it was changed beforehand. We didn't know. The scene is actually shown that Princess Serenity did indeed, in grief, kill herself. So, very sad, and I'm glad they went with it because that's what happened in the manga, but shocking to see in full-on anime now, but very good. I'm glad they kept that, actually. And then Queen Serenity lets Usagi know that this evil force is back, and that in order to stop it for good, she needs to unleash the power of the Silver Crystal, the full power of it. And then everyone explains that the crystal seems to have lost its light, and that it appeared to go into Mamoru. And Queen Serenity then explains, well, that was out of Serenity's wish to save him, and that because of that, he is alive somewhere, which makes Usagi very, very happy. And then the scene switches to the Dark Kingdom, and the shitennou follow Beryl and see their great ruler, Queen Metalia, for the first time. And then when they hear Beryl talking about fooling Endamien's guards, or something along those lines, the shitennou remember that they were indeed Prince Endamien's guardians and protectors. Just like Princess Serenity has the sailor soldiers, Prince Endamien had his own guards. So yeah. However, they are caught. And Beryl, she's not through with them, so she just puts them back under her control. And then they go to Earth, looking for the princess and the Silver Crystal because they want it, obviously. And Kunzai begins to freeze Tokyo and trying to make it into the North Pole. And then the Sailor Senshi arrive, and of course the fight begins to break out. But then Venus tells everyone who the shitennou really are, and that they followed Serenity to Earth one time, and when they did, they met the shitennou and actually fell in love. So remember that picture Nako Takeuchi drew many, many moons ago with each of the 4 inner senshi with the 4 shitennou? Looks like it's happening. So, wow. I did not expect that. Sorta, kinda, but not really. It explains why some of them are still alive. So, wow. But since the shitennous, nothing is happening for them to remember again. No matter what the others are saying, they can't remember the truth anymore because of what Beryl did. And our brave hero Usagi takes action and actually goes into the atmosphere above Earth and uses moon healing escalation, and it's powerful. And then the other senshi realize that they can't give up and that they need to help and protect Usagi, and they combine their power and use Sailor Planet Attack. Something, again, we haven't seen in many years since the 90s anime. And they succeed, and the shitennou go away. And then, the ending of the episode, Queen Beryl, she takes over Mamoru, just like in the 90s anime. So, he is now her puppet, and her command, go to Earth, kill the princess, and get the Silver Crystal. So yeah, as of this moment, Mamoru is on his way back to the surface. Only he's obviously not himself anymore, so this can't be good, especially for Usagi, who's going to be heartbroken. So yeah, not good. But yeah, that is the episode. Overall, fantastic. There were a lot of shocking things that happened, especially the shitennou. I did not expect them to actually go with that. It kind of looked like they were, but yeah, overall fantastic. So yeah, and next week the episode will be Reunion in Dimion. So I have a feeling Usagi's going to be so heartbroken. But yeah, that is my review of the episode. And if you guys didn't know, I did make a video about this, but I'm going to let you know now. Sailor Moon Crystal Part 2 has been confirmed to be the Black Moon arc. So, awesome. I can't wait to see that. So, it's going to be so good. I know it is. And of course, my favorite Sailor Soldier is in it. So, highly looking forward to that much. And, of course, the Viz Media dub of Season 1 Part 1 just released on the 11th, so if you have not got that yet, please do. But other than that, that's all I wanted to tell you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode review, and until the next episode of Sailor Moon Crystal, I will see you all later.